Scorpio, how you doing, guys? So we're here to do a very quick reading really for May 15th into the 31st. How you doing, Scorpio? So it's a dark side reading, pretty much two-faced reading. We're looking into that. It's a new deck, well, not a new deck, but an old deck, but one that I'm reusing again. Something's about reusing something over and over again. It's like reusing, or am I being used? There's someone that's feel like they're being reused or abused. Go straight into channel messages, then we'll do the tarot card reading, Scorpio. But reused, like reusing something. It's like reusing or rehearsals or doing something that's going over and over and over and over and over again. Or like, am I being used? It feels like someone is being used and abused. I don't know if it's coming from you or them or a situation within that, but it's like I'm feeling used and abused, and it's like I'm sick to death of being abused, and I'm being abused and abused and abused. I'm definitely picking up Death card, Scorpio again, another Scorpio that has placements within Scorpio as well. But abused. I think there's some kind of like a confusion, and also they're saying an abortion for some reason, like an abortion. I don't know why they're saying like an aborting. It's like abort, or report. I'm reporting you. There's someone's either doing like a news report, a news anchor, or a reporting. It's like I'm reporting. Someone is kind of like constantly like reporting somebody illegally, or someone's just like constantly out to get someone and say, well, I'm just going to report you, and I'm going to report you too, and I'm going to report you, and I'm going to report you, and I'm going to take all of this down, and I'm going to report you as well. I don't know why, but it really feels, I mean, these aren't channel messages I wrote, they're just kind of coming in, Scorpio. But they're definitely saying that someone's being reported for something. It's like being reported, or if it's not, it's a news reporter. It's like, well, I'm reporting news, I'm reporting news, or being reported in certain ways. I don't know, I think that there's someone in the shadows is what I feel. Like there's something in the shadows. It's like shadows and shadows and shadows and shadows and shadows. Or shallow grave. I'm also picking up a Shallow Grave, which was a film, right? Shallow Grave, the Shallow Grave. But let's see, shallow. Someone's shallow. It's like, well, that's very shallow. Why on earth are you just... I don't know. It feels like the pits of despair of something that's kind of like being built up, and it's kind of like, well, that was shallow. Why did you have to do that? Or why did you say that? Okay, because I don't know why I'm picking up that someone's being shallow. Or mallow, or Marilyn, maybe, or Mari. Mari. I'm also picking up Mari, the name Mari. But shallow, they keep saying shallow grave, or graves and graves, but they definitely keep saying a shallow grave. Now this is a site maybe that some of you could be visiting. It could be a grave site, okay, it could be some kind of anniversary of someone or something, and it's a shallow grave. I don't know why they keep saying that, or as a shadow of something. Okay, but let's also see. So what we picked up for you was Superplay, or Coldplay. Chris, all right, Chris again, but Superplay or supply and demand. But I also picked up through demand, demon, also demonoid. Demonoid was a copying service. If anybody's thinking, like, again, because a lot of my stuff was stolen. If you like the music, by the way, that is copyrighted stuff. It's legal to use if someone is kind of thinking something like that. I don't know why. Like a lot of the music I make, it's from Creative Commons stuff that you can use. I've actually wrote to the BBC and actually got permission through that. So I don't know why I need to explain myself. But again, I think that there is someone in the shadows of being reported about something. It's like reported, or I'm reporting it. But so I don't know if this is coming across as something like, I don't know why all they keep ramming home is reporting. I'm just reporting everything. I think someone's taking a lot of notes down, like a lot of notes, but they need to report it back to somebody. It's like, oh, I'm going to take these notes and then I'm going to report it back to someone else. And then I'm going to take this note and keep an eye on it, and then take notes, and then I'm going to report it back to someone else. And someone, I don't know why, but someone really seems to be in somebody's business, okay? And it's like, well, I'm just sitting in the background, and I'm going to report this person, and I'm going to take it all down and say, and copy everything that they see copying. I'm going to copy every word that they say. I'm going to copy everything that they do. I'm going to stay in the shadows, and then I'm going to report it. So it definitely feels like someone's being reported for something, like reporting. Okay, or aborting. It's like abort, or abortion. You see, it could be coming across as that, as abortion. Possible, maybe. I don't know why something's being aborted. Like, oh, I'm just going to have to, like, abandon that, or abort that, or just leave it. It's like, oh, I'm just going to leave it. I don't know why. It's kind of like, well, I know something, but I'm just going to leave it. It's like, I know something and I know something else, but I'm just going to leave that as well. I don't know why it really is coming across, Scorpio, in your energy. I'm trying to figure out, like, someone's reporting a lot of news, but they're not actually doing anything about it. They're just reporting it. So it feels like that someone's reporting stuff, but they're not really interested in, or the other people are not interested in what this person's got to say or do, or what they're reporting. Because it feels like a busybody. I don't know why, like a busybody that's always in someone's business. It's like, well, you're always in my business, you're always in my business. I was okay, because I'm just taking that down and I'm going to report you. But I feel like that the persons that actually reporting it is doing this quite a lot to everybody, right? And that what they're reporting to is not really bothered. I don't know where this is. Is this your love life, Scorpio? I don't know. But like, I'm reporting you and I'm reporting you, but I'm taking it all down and I'm just sitting in the shadows, and I'm going to take all of what you're saying into consideration before I report it back to you. I don't know why it feels like that. You might have someone on your side, actually, what they're saying. Like, you might have someone on your side, which is like a legal department or a legal defence kind of thing, of attorney. And it's like, I'm going to take all of this stuff down and I'm going to report it back to you. So where's it coming from, Scorpio, is what I can't quite work out. So I'm going to take all this stuff down, and then I'm going to report it back to you and let you know that this person's doing it. So you do have some kind of like help or an assistant that is like gathering loads of stuff up, but they're also reporting it back to you that it's going to happen, or it's happening, or it's not going to happen. It's happened. That it's already happened. That this person has reported back to you something. Now, when am I doing this? Sorry. I'm doing this on Sunday the 10th of May, and this is for your 15th to the 31st, so I don't know when it'll be released. But again, it's like, well, I'm going to get all of this information, and I'm going to report it back to you and let you know about it. So someone is keeping you aware, or someone is keeping their eye on you, but then also someone knows about something, and that they're actually going to report it back to you that it's happening. So you do have some kind of like help, which is an assistant. So you could be becoming an assistant manager of something, like a director, managing director of a company, or you are a managing director of a company, and you could be asked to assist someone in something, and then someone is taking it all down and report it back to you that there are possibilities of something happening, but whatever that is, they're not quite saying yet. Okay. So it feels like I'm waiting for an answer from the doctors, is what they're saying. Like, I'm waiting for an answer from the doctors, or I'm waiting for an answer back from the government or something, if that is possible for me to do it. Okay, so there is something to do with copying and copyright. Now, a lot of you, I don't know if you are aware, but I mean, I had some of my videos, actual video, the full length of my stuff was taken and reused and reused and reused and reused and reused. So if you have a channel out there, okay, and it's listed as Creative Commerce, you can actually reuse that and share it. It depends what it is and stuff like that. So if you have that, I don't know why they're getting me to say that, if you have that checked and you're unaware of it and you don't want your stuff to be copied, then take your Creative Commerce off or put it on. There's something to do with like taking it off, putting it on, taking it off, putting it on, taking it off. Ooh, some of you could be asked to take something off. I don't know why. Like take off like a plane, or take off like something's going to take off. Okay, so now they're coming through as like that you have all of this defense, and it's like something is about to take off. It's like it's really, really, really about to take off. It's kind of like I've got all of this stuff all built up. I've been going over it and over it and over it. I've been rehearsing it. I've been doing it and I've been doing it, and all of a sudden it's all going to take off. That's what they're saying, because that is either a plane or it's something that you're doing that's about to take off, right? So, because I'm also hearing now that there's some kind of like takeover as well. It's like, well, we're going to take over some of this stuff. So once it goes out, it's kind of like a merge of kind of thing. It's like take over, take over, take over. It's like, oh, I'm trying to take over. Oh, wow, there's some strange stuff, Scorpio. Sorry, Sun, Rising, Venus, can't figure it out. It's like, or Jupiter, but again, it's like, take over, take over, take over, take over. It's like, can I take over that? So there's a lot of like stuff that's like, well, you've got all of this stuff, can I take that over? So it's a little bit like, I don't know, like a company or something, and can we take it over? right? So there might be something to do with the business or something, and it's like, well, we could well take that over, you know. So there might be some help around that, which is like, well, we are interested in your business, we're interested in that. Can we help in any way release some of the workload and take this over? Okay. So I don't know why. Take me over. Take me over. Okay. So supply and demand. I also picked up demon, which was also Capricorn. Okay. Demonoid. Demonoid. Or something, or annoyed. It's like, I'm annoyed. It's like, I'm annoyed. There's a Capricorn around somebody that's annoyed. It's like, well, I'm really annoyed, and I'm annoyed, and I'm annoyed, and I really think that there is someone around you that's really annoying you, or someone's annoying somebody. But again, it's coming up as, well, I'm annoyed. It's like, I'm so annoyed, and then I'm annoyed, and I'm annoyed, but I'm also paranoid for some reason. Like, there's a lot of like, well, I'm annoyed, but I'm also paranoid, and I'm annoyed that if this person starts something up again, like, I'm going to get very paranoid. Or someone is very paranoid, and they're watching something, and they're paranoid, and they're going over it and thinking, well, I'm now paranoid. Is this actually happening, or is it not happening? And there's a lot of like, well, I really don't know. Like, is it paranoia, or is it actually happening? Right? There's a lot of that. Paranoia. Also paraphernalia, for some reason, I'm hearing. Layla. I'm also hearing Layla. You got me on my knees, Layla. Or paranoid, like someone's paranoid for something. Paranoid. But at the same time, someone is annoyed. It's like someone's pushing someone's button to be annoyed, and it's making someone feel paranoid because they're like thinking, well, what on earth is this person doing then? Like, what are they doing in the shadows, and what are they doing? And it's like, well, I'm now extremely paranoid because I definitely feel someone like lurking around. Now, through that, I picked up supermarket sweep, right, which was like supermarket. Okay, that you either work at a supermarket, or this is you versus them, and it's something to do with a supermarket, and it's like, or a market, and you're on the market, or you have a market and stuff is on the market. Okay. So you're either single, you're on the market, or you have something to do with selling and buying and selling, and it's all on the market. It's on the market. It's on the market. But I also picked up mark. Now, through different readings, we've definitely picked up a mark around Virgo or Capricorn, stuff like that. Again, it's coming through in your reading now, but I can't remember past readings, Scorpio. But a mark of the devil I picked up, and there's some kind of like paranoia. Now, the devil can also be of like physical, like paranoia of like, wow, the energy is getting so like at the moment confusing. It's like I've got no idea whether like my energy is like what I'm believing in, because it's like I can't believe it. Like I can't believe it. Like I really can't believe this news that I've just found out. Like I am shocked, right? But I think that that's something to do with Scorpio. They nearly said, but Capricorn, or a mark, like a mark. It's like I'm so worried about this mark, or like a mark is so worried about something, or a market or a supermarket or something like that, but I'm marked. It's like, oh, I'm marked now, I'm scorned now, you've done it, you've overstepped the mark, you've done it, or something like that, and now you have, they're saying that someone's overstepped the mark. They've said too much. It's like you're saying way too much now, like you are really saying too much now. It's like, slow down, I can't make any sense of what you're saying, slow down. Because someone's paranoid, they're saying something, and it's like, listen, you just slow down, try to get your words out. Like, what is it that you're trying to say? Because someone is acting paranoid, and they're really trying to, like, I don't know, prove, like, themselves right, that there needs to be, like, proof of identity or proof of something, right? So, something like that, okay, on the market. Also stirring up, like someone is stirring something up. They're stirring it. I can't swear, but again, stirring. Someone is like just like stirring it up. It's like I'm just stirring this pot, stirring the cauldron. Aldrin. Someone elderly, or Aldrin. Aldrin or Aaron, or Darren. I don't know, but I'm picking up like someone is like stirring this pot, and they're stirring it up, ready to push. Okay. Or push, or some kind of like, it's something to do with like pregnancy, and someone's stirring it up. It's like, I'm just going to like make them scream or something, or scream. Why on earth am I hearing screaming? Like, I'm just going to make them scream. Or squirm. Like, I'm just going to do it just to make them squirm. and see what I can like squeeze out of it. Like, what can I squeeze out of this? I don't know why. Okay, Scorpio, so we've got a different deck, so let's have a look. You versus them. From the 15th until the 31st of May, Scorpio, Sun, Moon, Rising and Venus. Okay, so this is the Tower of New Vision, by the way. Okay, but I've had it quite a while. King of Cups, well, I'm in love. I'm in love and I'm in love and I'm in love, but I'm doing things my way, the way I want it and the way I see fit. And I see that what the future is for us is the fact that we are in love, but at the moment we could have well just turned our backs on it. It's like, no, don't turn your back on me. And it's like, well, I'm not turning my back. I'm literally, you know, sitting here waiting for an answer about it. So what's your answer? Is it yes or is it no? Because there's a lot of controlled... I don't know. Let's see. Some of those English. Show this way. Look, from Gemini, you definitely came up in the last reading that I just done with Libra. Gemini came up here as well, which was this side now. Okay, so it's like, well, I've turned my back possibly on any choices in my life. I've turned my back on any kind of like confusion. Because if I get confused about love and it's too much, I'm out. But if not, you are deeply in love with somebody, both. Okay? Deeply in love with someone, both. It's like just the two of us. But Capricorn would also be parts of 6. So it could be a Gemini that has Capricorn in their chart, possibly, for some. Okay? Show me this side. Scorpio, Sun, Rising, Venus from the 15th to the 31st. Scorpio, yeah, control. I knew it. So I don't know who's controlling who, but someone's controlling somebody. This is gaslighting, narcissism, confusion. I really don't know what to do. Why are you confusing love with emotions? There's some kind of like confusion around love and emotions and feelings. It's like, well, I'm extremely confused now. I don't know what to do about this situation because I feel like someone else is in control of it. So who's in control of who? Do you know what I mean? It's like taking over. It's like, well, I'm taking over, I'm taking over, I'm taking over. So I feel like I'm controlled. I feel like I'm confused. It's like I don't know what to do or where to go. Okay? But definitely control of narcissism is here. Gaslighting a lot. Okay? Could be with a family member. Could be happening to a family member or a family member is doing it to someone. And it can be Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces, Gemini. Welcome to my life. This is your life. Okay, 9. You see, now Gemini here is now worried about something. There's a lot of worry about this person. I'm stressed. I'm worried. I don't know what they're going to do. This is a recurring dream. It's just dreaming. Someone is just dreaming. It's like you might see someone and have a conversation with them. Like, well, you're absolutely dreaming. Where on earth is it? It's not even there. This ghost or whatever is not there. Okay, this is a spiritual attack. This is like being attacked at night. So if it's like, well, I'm trying to avoid someone at night time. It's like night time, daytime, daytime, nighttime, daytime, nighttime. That was on Facebook years ago, right? Steve, ow, I mean, ow, 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 ow. I'm also hearing, ow, that hurts. Ouch, that hurts. Why on earth did you just build all of this up to a conclusion to just literally destroy it? There is. You destroyed it. Why did you just do that? If it's not like a physical, like destroying something, it's search and destroy. It can have a lot to do with Mars. You might also have Gemini and Mars. Okay. But a lot of search and destroy. I need to search and search, worry and stress, and worry and then stress, lose sleep over it. I'm really struggling to find... I just heard sanity. Sanity. I'm struggling to find my sanity. Who is controlling who? Someone's going through the dark night of the soul of the mind, and someone's going through it over and over again through repetitive action. It's like, I'm not going to take any action until I realise who I actually am for myself. I need time to myself because I'm sick that people come at me from left, right and centre and make me feel so confused about who I physically am. In order to do that, I need to cut everybody out until I realise who I am. And if anybody interferes with that, that tries to control me, I don't want anything to do with anybody. So this person then starts to worry and think, well, why is this person acting that way? And this person thinks, well, it's because you're controlling. And it's like, no, I'm not. Yes, I am. No, I'm not. Well, I'm losing sleep over it. You're making me lose sleep. You're making me forget things. It's like, forget me not. Does she love me? Does she love me not? Does she love me? Does she love me not? Okay? And there's a lot of love nots. A love knot. A tie. So it feels like that someone is so stressed out that they're worried and they're worried and they're worried and they're worried, and that they, I mean, if they don't lose a lot of sleep, you might just see them as someone that worries a lot. I'm worried, I'm worried, I'm worried, I'm worried. This person's kind of like, well, you can worry all you like. I do not want to be controlled in any form or manner, and that's why I've turned my back. I turn my back on anybody that tries to control me, and I will take charge and lead of my own life, regardless I come first. That energy there. Scorpio. Right? This person, yeah, but why? But why? It's you. No, it's not. You're doing it. No, you're doing it. Triggered. Narcissism. Control. Definitely. Yeah, but, you know, you make me worried. You make me stressed. Where are you going? Are you coming back on time? Where are you going? I'm going to the shop. Really? Are you sure? Yeah. Yeah, I said it. Yeah, well, yeah, but I'm worried. Well, what are you worried about? I can look after myself. Yeah, well, I don't know, because I'm now stressed and panicking. Someone has like a panic attack, but if they're not actually having a panic attack, they just panic. It's like panic, 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 panic. It's like panic stations. It's like, no, this is nothing to do with panic. This is chronic. It's chronic. There seems to be some kind of like chronic disease or something. Or, I mean, this is narcissism control. That's chronic disease. But chronic. Or there could be an addiction of drugs to chronic, right? Or alcoholic, or I don't think it's alcohol. I just think that it's just a lot of like, I take control, I take lead, I take charge of my own life regardless, and I am me, and that is me, and that's it. Straight up, straight honest truth. If anybody tries to control me or stand in my way, I will literally I just heard do harm. Do harm. Like, I will do you harm. I will do you harm. Someone's trying to do someone harm. It's like, I'm trying to do you harm. Like, I am literally trying to cause harm and stand in your way. And I don't know where that's coming from. Because you won't be watching this if you're trying to do someone harm, right, Scorpio? Unless you physically are out there to get someone. But what I think is that there is an energy around of someone trying to physically, like, out to get someone. It's like, well, you're always out to get me. It's like, no, you've never got time to listen to me. You're always out to get me. You always blame me. You always say that it's me. And it's like, yeah, well, I can't figure out whether it's me or whether it's you. And if I think that it's me, or if you think that it's you, the best thing if we do is don't speak. Because I can't physically possibly fathom to begin to think who is doing what to who. And that's why you're going through something of gaslighting. Because someone starts to blame and say, well, you haven't got time for me. You haven't got this, and you haven't got stuff, you know, what is it that you're doing when you're in there, or what is it that you're doing when you're on your own, you know. And then if you blame me and you start saying to me, I start panicking and telling you that, well, you make me panic, you make me worry. Over what? Are you doing something that's making someone worry? If you're just being you and you're being yourself, there's someone that's trying to control that amount of action and counter-reaction, that when you react with this person, they counter-react with an energy of worry, stress, blame, push it upon another. You then worry and think, well, am I turning into a controlling person, or am I actually trying to take lead and charge of my own life? So do people see me as controlling or not? So that depends on how you act on that, right? Your actions prove your worth. That if your action is always choosing yourself first, other people won't like that, because they'll start to think, well, why don't you have time for me? Why does work take precedent over you? Why does your relationship take precedent over me? Why it can be a family member? Why does your relationship take more charge of your life, your own life, than what that does within a family member? Or why does your work take priority over me? You know, and there's a lot of one-upmanship and overdoing by someone that needs so much attention that they worry, and then they stress, and then they blame someone that is being controlled here. Or the other person would see this person as being controlling. You know, you pick. You pick. Because you would get Sun, Moon, Rising and Venus in a general reading. And if you're a cross watcher of Scorpio, right, and you're in a controlling situation with someone, trust me, that person that's controlling it is not going to be watching this tarot card reading. So if you're a cross watcher and you have Gemini and Scorpio or Pisces or anything like that, and you're watching this and thinking, well, that's me and I don't like what you're saying about me, no. Because someone's going through this with someone in life that they're not watching this. That's why, you know, that's why you can't. Well, I mean, people can. I don't know why I'm feeling such irritable energy around you of like, well, I'm just irritable. And when I'm irritable and I'm bored and I'm stressed and I'm irritable and I can't cope with something, I'll just blame you for it. You know, and then I'm irritable. And it's like, and then someone gets very wound up, very irritable, and then they start blaming, shouting, screaming, blaming someone. They get very irritable themselves. They go off, they stew on it, they think about it. There's definitely a controlling energy, guys. Let's see from this side. Yeah, 5 of Wands, you see? Then you get very offended, offensive, defensive, telling this person exactly what you think. 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 5, again, just a recurring dream. A recurring part of madness. This is the definition of madness. It just happens over and over again, and out of nowhere, the moment that you're making no sense of it at all, and you're minding your own business and thinking, well, I just need time to recover from something. And the moment you're recovering from it, bang, someone else comes at you, and you're like, what on earth is all this about? I can't possibly think. I can't think straight. If you come at me left, right, and centre, I can't think straight. Why cause so many arguments with me? Why blame me? Why tell me this and why tell me that it's me? And if you do, I'll tell you straight. You get into a screaming match with this person, and then they start worrying, panicking, thinking that it's them. And then they probably, when they think that it's them, they could well go off and tell you that actually it's not me, but they won't say that it's not me. I can't believe that you said that and that you spoke to me the way that you did. Whoever's doing that is a controlled environment of somebody saying that there's too much worry, there's too much stress, there's too much panic, and that when you speak to me this way, I don't like being disrespected. And if I don't like being disrespected, it's your fault. And then no, it's your fault again. Here. Every reading seems to change, Scorpio, and it is really coming through that energy big time with this. Okay, and then trust me, as a general collective reading of you, that when you're going through something controlling, that's because someone is like really picking at you and picking and nitpicking and saying that it's you, and that, oh well, and they go real quiet. They go inward. They don't speak, and then all of a sudden they just come at you from nowhere, and you're like, what on earth is all that for? What are you blaming me for? What have I done? If you're generally happy and you're happy going about your day, and then someone all of a sudden starts to blame you and says, listen, why are you not doing that and why are you doing that? That's an invasion of someone's thoughts, man. That is. If you're just happy minding your own business and you're getting on with your work and your life and stuff like that, and then someone tries to really pry into your life and tell you why you're not doing something right or why you're doing it wrong, well, you're not doing anything wrong. That's how you figure out the fact that it's everybody else. So you just leave them to it. Again, you mind your own business. Someone comes at you from left, right and centre and tells you that it's your fault. Show me this side. Show me what card this. Yeah, Scorpio energy. Again, so you're both ends of the scale, really. Ace of Cups just came out for Libra. So someone could have Libra in their chart, or it is a possible Libra, but this card came here for them. Scorpio, again, here. Not listening. Don't want to listen. I don't want to listen to you either. Well, I don't want to listen to you either. Someone acts from an energy of being blocked. Both of you, you're blocking each other out completely. I've not got time to listen. I'm not going to take anything into consideration when you do say anyway. You know, I'm worried. I'm worried at the same time that I love you, but I'm worried, and then exactly when you try to reach out and say something, it falls on deaf ears, and when you say it, I don't listen anyway. So it's kind of like, well, there's no point in speaking then. When I do speak, and when I do say something, and I ask you to take my feelings, King of Cups, into consideration, when I do say that, you don't listen to it anyway. Which is what I say is don't do that anymore. It affects me. It makes me feel worried. It makes me feel stressed. It makes me feel like you're controlling. Sorry, I'm picking up this energy, Scorpio. So when I feel that way, why is it then that everybody comes at me starting to say, well, why are you not opening up? Why are you not doing this? Why are you not, it starts with a whole blame game of that it's your fault. So again, they close down. When they talk to you, they come back with you, well, why are you not listening to what it is that I've got to say when I'm demanding you for an answer? Again, because I'm controlling this energy as well, not control. Someone, I don't know, control. You're both trying to regulate and control the amount of distance that you are at this time. I pick up this as family, really. Is this a relationship? Is it? Is it a relationship? I don't know. But again, someone just doesn't want to listen to anybody that's trying to control them. And if you try, I'm going to shut down emotionally and not listen. And then when you do it to me, I'm also then going to blame you and tell you that it's your fault that you cut me off or didn't speak to me or didn't speak to me in the way that I wanted you to say it. So I shut down emotionally. But then again, I'm going to reach out again here. So this person, if they're with someone else, and this is causing a lot of conflict, that's why. It's because this cup is going to this 3. It's going to someone else. Okay? Because it's being offered to this person that's not interested in it at all. Because what they are concentrated on is this 3 of Cups that was in the Libra reading. Okay, so it would really be for Scorpios that know a Libra, right? But again, this cup is this cup here, being offered to someone that's not interested, because they are pretty much focused on these 3 here, right? So that's for people that could possibly be trying to get into someone's life that's not listening because they're with somebody else, right? That's if you know that one. If it isn't, it's more along a family kind of situation, and possible love as well, where it could still represent a recurring dream of that when I'm noticing, when I'm literally just minding my own business, and that I am literally doing my work, I feel great, I feel happy, and then all of a sudden someone really starts to stress me out because they're controlling energy here. More fire. You've got Aries, Leo, Sagittarius, water sign. Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces. This is a controlling, uncontrolling amount of love, but also being controlled at the same time. It's very, very strange, Scorpio. Very strange. Because people are, this side as well, is kind of like, well, if you're going to come at me shouting and screaming, and you're going to come at me like this, when you're overthinking and over worrying and overstressed, and you come at me with the 5 of Wands, when you cut at me, there's no point coming at me like that, because I will not listen. If anybody comes at me either like this, when you're distracting me, I won't listen. If you're going to blame me, or you're going to tell me that it's me, or that I don't do anything, and you're going through something, well then go it alone and go it on your own. Now that's either a physical breakup, or it's a word that is spoken by the Ace of Cups, which is, I am here, sure, but I am not here for you to blame me and tell me that it's my fault when I've got more to contend with than I can possibly even bother with. Yep. That is that. That is that. Okay, Scorpio, so how long have we got? Yeah, so I've got to keep this down because I've got loads to do. I've also got your months that are going to come out as well for the next month, so I've got to do those, and like 24 to 48 readings or something. Okay, so we're going to keep these down a little bit, but we are going to go on to the other side. We'll be a lot longer. Okay, and then we'll clarify the cards. Again, this goes straight over to Patron. It's $5. Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, and Jupiter. You get to watch all of those for a whole month. You can join. All of your other readings are still there. Make sure you watch the Back to the Future reading and also the Dark Side Tarot card reading as well. Okay. Anything else? You can reach out for a personal reading from the link below, provided with the email in the Show More section. Your other readings will come up on the end screen too. If you're interested in Lucid Dream Tarot card music, it's all in the link below in the Show More section. Thanks very much, Scorpio, and I'll hopefully see you on the other side.